Hello everyone, my name's Steven Lyon and welcome back. Today what we're going to be talking about is a quick recap of the release notes for the release that the SafeSend Suite will be having April 27th. Now we have some exciting things coming, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is TicTie Calculate. Now some of you know what TicTie Calculate is, some of you may not, but TicTie Calculate is the #1 electronic work paper preparation tool for the tax and accounting profession. This is an Adobe plugin and developed by us here at SafeSend. We are excited to announce that this awesome tool will be coming into the SafeSend Suite. Now, it will be added to the suite if you are a preferred tier member. You will automatically have access to it, and you can reach out to us to see how you can get access to it and get that installed on your machines and plugged into your Adobe. If you're an essential tier customer and you will not have that automatically, please just reach out to your customer success manager for more information on how to upgrade. Now, what TicTie Calculate does is it gives you an add-on into your Adobe where you can go ahead and create markups and work on any source documents or work papers. You can add symbols, numbers, letters. You can add cross-references linking one part of the document to another if you're referencing a certain calculation or calculator tape or anything like that. You can sign off pages as a preparer or a reviewer. You can create your own bookmarking tree if you would like to. You can run calculator tapes and paste them onto the actual document. Tons of stuff that you can do. And this is really exciting that this long-time tool that has been offered by SafeSend is now making its way into the SafeSend Suite. So again, if you want any more information on that, please go ahead and contact your customer success manager or our support department for helping getting that installed. Now let's jump into the improvements that we are making to the suite itself. Now one thing that's going to be coming is an improvement on how you folks report a problem. Today you currently hit report a problem, submit a brief explanation of what's going on, and then you can submit it right to our support team. Well, now we're going to introduce a little bit better of a flow. So when we are in the system, you're going to hit the headset in the top right, and that will actually bring up a little chatbot. This is powered by Forethought, and you see little SafeSend Steve there, and you can go ahead and type your question. Let's use the question, supported tax return types. And when you submit that, SafeSend Steve will think a little bit and he will provide you with some options. Now, these are articles or videos or just strictly an answer about what we do support and the related articles. And when he promotes those things, you can either say, yes, thank you, that answered my question. Oh, you can hit, no, I need more help. In which case he will find more ways to help. One in particular is going ahead and submitting that information just like we did previously to get your question right over to the support rep. But SafeSend Steve here allows you to get your question answered quickly rather than having to wait on hold the whole time. Now, another helpful feature that we're going to be releasing has to do with user management. Today in SafeSend, you can add one user at a time when creating users of the system. Now, not clients, but your users, those staff that actually go ahead and process and send returns. Now, if you have single sign-on enabled with Office 365, you can add them to an Azure group, which kind of adds them in bulk. But now we're going to give you the option to actually get a CSV downloaded from the user management section, enter in multiple people, and upload that CSV to create multiple users on the fly. Now, another new and helpful feature specific to SafeSend Returns is going to be what we're calling the internal tracking feature. Now, as most of you know, you can go to your options and look at the client tracking. This shows you everything that has happened with that return by the client throughout its life cycle, whether they've opened it, signed, etc. Now you can look at what happened internally. What have your internal staff members done with that return throughout its life cycle? So we simply open up our options and go to user tracking. And under client tracking here, we see those same options, whether the return was emailed, delivered, it was accessed. But here on the right-hand side, we have internal tracking. Simply select this tab and you can see exactly what happened with that return throughout its life cycle. It was uploaded, delivered by Steven, and then return was sent, KBA disabled by Steven. If I download any documents and things like that, that will all be listed here so that I know what has happened with this return internally throughout its life cycle. Okay, moving on to other improvements throughout the suite, SafeSend Signatures. SafeSend Signatures will now have radio buttons, and you can add up to 5 different options for those radio buttons in the documents. And so you can enable recipients to choose one of those available options rather than checkboxes that give them the ability to select multiple. So SafeSend Signatures will now have radio buttons. Now, moving on to SafeSend Exchange. We do have a couple exciting things happening with SafeSend Exchange as well. Number one, adding multiple files into a single line item in a document request list. So when we send document request lists out today, we can only add one item. Now, when we send those document request lists to our client, they are going to be able to upload multiple files into one line item. So if we take a look at that here, we see our document request list on the client side. We have W-2s, 1099s, 1098, and mortgage. So if I have multiple W-2s, I can hit upload and actually grab multiple files and go ahead and upload those together. So upload there, and I can continue to upload and upload another file. So now I have 2 files underneath that one line item, and I can continue uploading with the rest of the requested documents or continue adding to that one. So it gives them the ability to add multiple things and not have to have you at the firm really specify those different items. Now, another feature that we're releasing with document request lists is the ability for other users in the firm to see another staff member's document request lists. Now, if a user has the mailbox delegation enabled and has shared their inbox with another user, that same user will be able to see their document request list requests in addition to their mailbox. Also in Exchange, the drop-off user settings no longer require the firm to select a default drop-off user, so we can have it blank by default. We have also enhanced the shared folder searchability. So instead of searching just the parent level files, you can actually search the child or subfolder levels for specific files as well. Lastly, for APIs. We have gone through and added more functionality for our APIs across the suite. For more information on those and see what has been added, go ahead and visit your developer portal for more information and detailed documentation. Well, that wraps it up for this video. Thank you folks for listening to this overview of the release notes for April 27th. There will be more releasing. You will get an email. You will have an in-product notification that tells you everything that we have done and released for this release. But I just wanted to cover some of the bigger ticket items and show what I could on screen for you. As always, if you have any other questions, please visit our help center or reach out to us on our website, www.safesend.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.